Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sunday morning. It is the Motivated Entrepreneurs Podcast. It is episode, I'm trying to find the episode number, 586. Holy moly, shit in hell, I'm nearly at 600. 586, and it's the first Sunday of the month. On the first Sunday of the month, what I like to do is something called the challenge of the month. I want to give you something to try and do that will help your life and improve your life if we try to do, if we accomplish it, if we do it. And this is something that happened to me, and now I'm going to put it into my life and try to improve my life. It's simple. Challenge of the month is complain less. We all default to complain. We all do. We complain all the time. And something happened to me. So I was in Blackpool after a 5K run. I did a 5K run with my son. First ever time he did a 5K run. I was so proud of him. And I was one of these dads. I was like, come on. I was running with him. I was like, come on, buddy. And he was running so fast. It's so well. And it was a very, very proud moment for me. It was absolutely fantastic. Even though he was tired, he wanted and needed to keep in front. And it was just incredible. He came third. And there was people, the top two was 12 years old and 11. One was 12, one was 11. And it was a surreal experience. And I was running next to him all the time. Anyway, I went to Blackpool later that day. And I think it was the next day, actually. The next day, I was walking down the street in Blackpool, and I was just finished meeting my cousin, I think it was, and I actually said, I was walking down the street. This is so embarrassing. This is horrible. This is ridiculous. It is just, it's embarrassing. I know it's not my fault, but it was just so surreal. I strongly believe I'm massive into my spirituality. I believe this moment was sent to me to make me look like an absolute fucking tit. I remember I met someone from Scotland years and years ago, and all she ever used to say was fucking tit, you fucking tit. And this is the perfect example. I was a fucking tit. There's no doubt about it. But I didn't mean any offense. I didn't mean anything by it. But it realigned my soul. It realigned me, my spirit, everything. And hopefully this message can impact on some other people as well. So I was walking down the street with my kids, with my wife, and I simply said, oh my God, my groin and my legs, they're absolutely killing me. Oh God, honestly, Claire, I've done my groin in. My groin's really hurting again. I can't believe I've done my groin in. And somebody was looking at me at a table I was walking past, just caught my eye. I looked at him, he looked at me, and then he looked down at his legs. He had no legs. He was in a wheelchair. Even now I'm thinking, oh. And I was just like, you absolute moron, dude. I'm complaining about something he can only dream of. It's incomprehensible what that guy would give for my legs. And I am complaining about being in pain. And why am I in pain? Because I did something amazing. I created an amazing memory. And by the way, my groin still hurts now. I still am back playing football because of that. I don't know what it is, but I don't want to complain anymore because I did something amazing. My groin was hurting because I went for a run with my son and he competed in a race. And that guy would give anything for that experience. And I'm complaining about the results of that experience. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And what it means for me is that you've got to reframe your thinking because it's woe is me. But it's not woe is you at all. You're in an incredible situation. Whatever you're complaining about right now, I promise you there is somebody out there who would, I don't want to say give a left testicle, but you get the point, would give a lot up, would can only dream to be in your position. And yet you're taking it for granted. And not only that, you're complaining about it as well. And I'm exactly the same. And I think it's only human nature. I don't think we should bash ourselves about it. But what I think we should do is try to be aware of it. If we're more aware of it and how lucky we are, anybody listening to this, I promise you, you're in a much better situation, a much better position than most people. And so I just want everybody to be aware this month, to try and not complain. It is hard because it's our default. And complaining, by the way, sometimes bring people together. I've read studies on people complaining and bitchiness as well. Bitchiness. People think bitchiness is really, really bad, but it brings communities together. It actually brings people together. It creates a bond. And so there is a need in the community for people to be bitchy, because that it solidifies a relationship. When you're bitchy about somebody else, it's not really being bitchy about that other person. It's actually just bringing it's bringing you and somebody else together. It's a tool. You don't really mean it about that person. More often than not, you're just trying to create, it's a tool to get closer to that other person. And when I read that report, I was like, oh, that's interesting. People do it for different reasons, and it's not for the reason. Anyway, that's a whole new podcast about bitchiness and stuff and talking about people behind the back. It was a fascinating book that I read about, and it was incredible. It doesn't mean I'm going to slag everybody off, by the way, but it means that I understand now if people are slagging me off and stuff. It's not about me. It's about them. It's about creating a relationship. It's about solidifying that bond between two people, and people. We don't know any other way to do it, so therefore we do it that way. And so yeah, it was an interesting read. So yeah, try not to complain. I understand. I understand it. I do it all the time, and I get there's times and places where we do it to create bonds with people. We complain about our life, and then if somebody says, "How are you?" Yeah, and they come back to you and goes, "Oh, this is happening. Wife's left me. How are you?" "I'm absolutely fantastic. It's brilliant. Yeah." Blah, blah, blah. Obviously, the other person going, "What a dick." And so in that situation, yeah, I get it when people play down. You can play down your life, but I don't want people to. I want people to be more aware of when they complain, because there is people far, far worse than you, and they would give a lot to be in your situation. So I felt stupid. I felt humiliated. And Claire had to literally pick me up off the floor. She's like, "Dean, you didn't know he was there. For God's sake, stop beating yourself up." He surely would not feel bad about it. I was like, I hope he knows I didn't do it. I mean, what sort of villain would you have to be to actually do it on purpose? It's so surreal. Absolutely. I'm looking back at it now. I can literally picture him. I know exactly where I was in Blackpool. And it's like, it's been burned into my soul and my memory now. And you're a dick. You're a dick. You're a dick. You're a dick. I'm thinking, no, self-talk is so important. You're not a dick. You just need to be more, not aware of your surroundings, but I just have to be aware of what I've got, and that the emotion to want to complain, dive deeper into it and realize, it's not all that bad. So I just wanted to get that off my chest because it was important to me. And yeah, I felt like a right fucking tit. All right, guys, girls, thank you. I'll speak to you tomorrow. See you soon. Bye.